Are you a business owner, an entrepreneur, an entertainer, or a professional that have a story to tell, or a product or service that you want to put out there for the world to see? Let's set up an exclusive interview between you and I. All I want you to do is to shoot me an email on info@okanes.com. Let's project your brand, and you'll be glad you did. Thank you. Hello, welcome to Okanex Hangout. Today with me in the studio is no other person than Engineer Francis Okezie. Welcome.
Welcome.
So, Engineer Francis, thank you for honoring the invite. I'm really, really grateful, and my audience have been itching to hear from you, to hear your story. The moment I mentioned that you'll be our next guest, they were elated. So, thank you for coming. Engineer Francis, can you introduce yourself to my audience, please?
Um, my name is Francis Okezie, Engr Okezie. I'm from, I live in New Jersey, and I'm a Nigerian American living in New Jersey.
Okay, thank you for that short intro. Uh, Engineer, let me start with what are you focused currently? What are you currently doing?
Well, first and first, I think I'm really focused on my family right now. Family is first, and secondly, my career.
Okay, good one. What keeps you motivated in your current role as an engineer?
Um, what keeps me motivated is challenges in the life and my career. I love challenges, and I like to, engage in new stuff. So those are the things that keep me. I'm very inquisitive in new technology and things that are related to what I do in life, and also what I can actually impact and teach people.
Okay, thank you. How do you wind up?
Winding up is actually, yeah, I wind up by, you know, watching. I watch soccer a lot. Well, I used to watch news, but these days I stayed away a little bit from news because I don't know where we are leading to when it comes to politics and other stuff that news, can give you. So my winding up is just relaxing with my family and just watching soccer. I watch a lot of soccer. I'm very athletic and a sports oriented person also. So and most times I also like read.
Okay, nice. So what inspires you as a person? What really keeps you inspired?
My family keeps me inspired. My family, most of all, yes, they inspire me a lot, and thank God for the blessings in life. Where I've come to be now is also inspiring.
Okay, nice one. So, like, as my audience knew earlier on, you're an engineer. And you and I know you don't just wake up one day and become an engineer. So, becoming an engineer is a process, A lot of things went into that, a lot of activities, decision making, discipline, perseverance, consistency, intentionality. We would like you to take us in that direction. How it all
Yeah.
happened.
I studied civil engineering, my first degree, and then I came to America and went back to school again, and then I did computer technology, and then I got into IT. I first started my career with network engineering, and then from network engineering I got into network perimeter engineering, and then I got into security engineering, and then from security engineering, which is networks, I found another career in EMR, which is electronic medical records, which entails working with applications that they use in the hospital. Um, and then, so that's where I am right now, working with EMR applications as a security coordinator.
Okay, nice. So as going by your career path, you know, what are the challenges you encountered? You know, what keeps you going? Because a regular guy will want to chicken out because your career path is one filled with, you know, challenges. So,
Yeah, honestly, to be honest with you, in everything you do in life, there's got to be always challenges that will try to, push you back, but you have to continue with perseverance. Um, you cannot stop because you failed. You say when you fall, you have to get up and try again, and that's my motivation. I don't have any pushback with anything that says failure. Even if I fail, I try again. So I don't have any shame in failing the first time. But so far so good. I've been very, very lucky in life that I've not had so much or too many failures in life. I've had challenges growing up and all that, but luckily it did not cost me that much in life that I could not get up and dust myself and then continue. I thank God for that.
good one. So, if you were to advise your younger self, in as much as you said you've not made a lot of mistakes, which I should
I've made
laid down
mistakes,
as
but
an
not grievous
engineer.
one.
Okay.
Grievous one that
Okay,
will cost me.
Good one. So, if you were to turn back the hands of time, what advice would you have given your younger self now, knowing what you know now?
I'll do a lot of listening. Yes, I will do a lot of listening. I was a little bit, I did not pay that much attention to my parental advices and elderly advices sometimes because I see some of these things that I'm wanting to test it myself to see. Just like a little kid, you tell the little kid, don't put your hands in this fire. And this little kid's looking and said, but what is wrong with this fire? I want to see what it does.
It's bright.
So it's bright and all that. So
Yeah.
I will try to just poke it. And I don't go putting my hands right away to get burnt. So I just poke it a little bit and I feel it. And then I will push back.
Okay. Nice one. So, what are the key lessons you have learned during your toughest period in life?
The key lessons that I've learned during my toughest period in life is prayer. I was not prayerful as much as I was supposed to be initially, but I think I am more prayerful now. And when I say prayer, you don't have to, prepare and fast and all that before you can pray. You could be walking and praying. You could be thinking and praying. You
That's
could
right.
be meditating and praying. So I believe that prayer is just between you and God. You don't have to shout for others to see you or hear you, for them to see that you're praying for God to hear you. So you can just have a secure channel between you and your God, which can come in different forms. You can just be like I'm here with you now. Mm-hmm. I prayed before I started, but I was here with you, but you did not see me,
Doing that.
doing it. So that's my belief, and that goes to doing to others what you know is proper when it's done to you.
Good.
And that's the most appropriate way to think about prayers, and not just pray and then you don't do what you're supposed to do as a child of God.
Correct. So I have another question. What habits have helped you to, keeping in contact, being persistent in what you're doing?
Well,
You said your family, yeah, good. You work to, fulfill your responsibilities as a father. But in your career, something, once you wake up from the bed, something keeps, motivating you to keep.
Punctuality and liking what you do is the highest motivation that you will have in life. Loving what you're doing. Just don't do things because it makes so much money,
Okay.
or I want to be relaxed, I don't want too much work. Make sure first of all this is your calling, this is what you love doing, so that when you wake up in the morning you are aspiring to go do that thing, irrespective of the obstacles that you might always have in life that we normally do have in life. You just have to love what you do.
Yeah, I know. For you to do something that is, how do I put it? Something that is of value, right? Because in the success story, there are times you will doubt yourself. There are times you meet some level of stumbling block that will want to make you chicken out. Did you encounter such scenarios?
Oh yes, but like I said, perseverance always, is the key. You know, perseverance is the key to success, and like I said, loving what you do will give you that perseverance.
Okay. So for
if you don't love what you do, you chicken out quick.
Okay, get bored.
You get bored.
Okay. So
and just like the job that we do, there are things that at work that that might not be going that your way. But if you love that job, those things will not be priorities to you anymore.
Good one. So for our audience that are looking up to us, what word do you have for them? Because the glamorous Engineer Okezie that they see, that is what you put out there.
Yes, exactly.
So
bro, it's not easy. There's a lot of challenges, like family. Like you said, people see me out there. They think probably I have the best family and this, that. It doesn't go that way. There's all those challenges, but you just have to know how to manage your challenges, and respect for your family. Respect for your family is key. Don't think because you're the breadwinner or because you're the man and you don't have no respect for your kids or for your wife. That does not work that way. You have mutual respect. See yourselves as equal, and then things will be much easier, and then you'll have
tolerance. What's up.
And then you have tolerance. But if you don't see yourself as equal, you will find it very hard to tolerate people. So tolerance is another key factor, in life. And always be forgiveful. Very, very important. Do not harbor stuff that much, because I tell people, I say, if I have issues with you today and then you walk away not thinking about it, and then when I walk away I'm still thinking about it, you don't know if I'm thinking about it. So the health issue is going to be on me and not you.
The burden
is going to be on me and not you. So I've learned from childhood, from my father, that you don't, once you have issues, don't think about it anymore, because if you think about it without the person knowing, you are the only one that the burden is going to be on. So I can have issues with somebody right away, and then I squash it right there. Once I leave that scene, I don't think about I don't think about it that much. I'm not gonna say I don't think about it, but I don't think about it. Just let go, and maybe when I see you again, then it will come back to my memory. Yeah. So another thing I do is I stay away from those things or those people that aggravate me or upsets me. Okay. So I stay away from them. So if you have, the best thing in life is if you have a friend that you think that is not, just stay away from them. Don't harbor grudges, because that person could be your savior tomorrow. But just stay away from them and be very careful. Okay. And that's what I do in life, and I don't really have much enemies. In my mind, I don't have much enemies.
That's what's up. Okay, that's your own strategy, right?
Yes.
My audience, you've heard it. Trying as much as possible to stay away from things that would, draw your energy.
Yep.
You need to be
positive,
charged up, right?
Time.
You need to
stay
be charged up
negative energy.
To be able to be consistent. Because there's a lot of challenges out there. So you don't need unnecessary things that doesn't worth the time.
Your stress.
So things you could cut off, you cut it off so that you can remain focused.
That's right.
Yeah. Engineer Okezie, this platform is strictly for, encouragement, support, because those were the things I see that is lagging in the system. We don't really have that support system. Okay. Right. So it's a platform where people can call in or come in and hear other stories that will inspire them, because you don't know. Because I strongly believe we are interconnected. What you're passing through now, some other person might be passing through that in the future, right?
So one of the qualities of a good man is someone to be able to learn from you, right? Because if you leave those traits, people can, tap into it and say, okay, engineer made X amount of mistakes, or he had a similar challenge. Look at how he handled it, right? So 99.9%, if the same person applies your strategy, definitely success is the end point, right? So because we see that success is a process, but one thing I see missing, people tend to celebrate the end point, because there is no way you can achieve any level of success without having all this persistence, consistency, perseverance, resilience. And first, you need to be intentional, because when you give X amount of time, come what may, at the end of the day, you get the necessary success that is expected. So, on that note, what word do you have for our audience that are looking up to us?
What I tell the younger ones or anybody that is looking up to somebody is, please don't think that you are the person, and that things are not all roses. Patience will always win the race. It is not a sprint; it is a marathon. And why I say that is, you have to be.
It's not a sprint, it's a
Not a
marathon.
sprint; it's a marathon.
Good.
So you have to be consistent and keep moving. Don't try to be faster than your shadow. Be patient. Don't be envious in life. Just chase your own and practice, practice, practice.
Correct. Thank you so much. Thank you for honoring the invite.
Thank
Are you a business owner, an entrepreneur, an entertainer, or a professional that have a story to tell, or a product or service that you want to put out there for the world to see? Let's set up an exclusive interview between you and I. All I want you to do is to shoot me an email on info@okanes.com. Let's project your brand, and you'll be glad you did. Thank you.